Social Security and asked them, and they say how much she was going to get every month, which was a little over $2,000. And she said, I have purses that cost more than that. So she's like, when I retire, I don't want to change my lifestyle. I want to improve my lifestyle, right? And so she looked into rentals, and she bought 21 houses in just 11 months with about $10,000 a month in passive income. And so that's the thing. It's like, it's not just that when you're younger that you say, well, I want passive income to be with the children or not have a job. It's also when you're looking at retirement and you say, I want to supplement my income. I want to have the lifestyle. I don't want to live off of my pension and my savings. And the life expectancy nowadays is much longer than it used to be, right? It's not unusual for women now to live in their 80s and 90s and beyond. So with that said, rentals is becoming, again, in the forefront of our generations. So that's why rentals is one of those strategies that is always definitely the go-to. Either if you're younger or if you're older, this is something you need to pay attention to. Now, let's go back to 2025. So we're going through a very specific phase right now. And but this window of opportunity, as we call it, is going to close. Again, by the end of 2026, we are going to be up at it again. Prices are going to increase. And therefore, the affordability of, even to buy rental properties is going to decrease. So right now, it is a buyer's market. The sellers that need to sell, again, you need to look for people that need to sell, not the one they want to sell, right? So the thing is, need to sell, the tired landlords, the people that are looking into retirement as a landlord, the people that got into rentals, but that's not what they're for. They're not really dedicated to that. Or people that need to liquidate for whatever reason. So those are the ones that need to sell. The ones to sell are the ones that will say, okay, if I get the price for this house or my property, I sell. But if not, I keep renting it. Okay, those now are the ones that you need to buy from. Okay, so let them do that. Now, you can probably work out a lease option or a subject to situation. We're not going to get into the details of that right now. But the thing is, they don't have really a strong motivation to sell. But there are a lot of people there that need to sell. I was actually talking to somebody yesterday, and it was actually more about land investing. And there is a really cool strategy where you can also own or finance or rent land. Okay, so that's something else that we also coach. And I was talking to this particular individuals who has bought and sold over 3,000 parcels of land. And one of the things he was telling me is like, there's so many opportunities out there right now to even buy and rent land. Okay, so he says he's into all over the country. He does this all over the country. So we have training actually about that as well coming out, and we have a webinar that talks specifically, or I should call it a workshop, that talks specifically about land investing, where we're going to discuss how to do that and how that is possible. But with that said, when you talk about leasing or renting, there can be a house, there can be a multifamily, a smaller multifamily up to 4 units is residential. There can be a mobile home. There can also be land. So you see now how opportunities here abound. And so this has been a very landlord-friendly environment and stage. This is super important that you pay attention to that. Now,